Hello everybody and welcome back to another edition of Locking It Down with Lucy, the show the government clearly doesn't want to end because they keep using these wishy-washy rules to keep us all here in lockdown hell. But that's good for you, I suppose, because it means that this continues on until at least June next year. I mean, I'll probably just keep it going forevermore, to be quite honest. Sorry, I've just realised I haven't done my microphone, everybody. Can't hold your horses. There we go. As you can see, I've decided to Christmassy up the background a bit with a little bit of sad-looking tinsel. Nothing like a little bit of sad-looking tinsel to brighten up and make things feel a little bit more Christmassy. So let's see, who have we got in the chat? Welcome, everybody. Jonathan M. I have some hardcore Toy Story thoughts. Do not worry yourself. I put my boy Woody in the chat because we're not gonna. I wanted to talk about last week. Other things got in the way. This week, we need to get down to the nitty-gritty. All right, or the plastic fabric debate. I don't know. So who have we got? We've got Andrew, hello. Vaultboy Steve, how's it going? Brad, hi. M. Brahan, Liberate My Madness, hello. Samuel, hi. Terence, hello. Thank you all for choosing to spend some of your evening here with me. Hello Ross, hello. Is it Jaws? I always see your name like, oh, huh. Diego, hi. I just came across your Uncharted quiz on Sporkle and thought of you. Oh, really? Oh, we came across an Uncharted quiz. Oh, we got something about quizzes coming up later on, don't worry. Blew a fuse at work, but was able to make 10-hour days until the 29th. Wow. Hello, Abex, CT, Jacob, Nerdy, thank you so much for taking the time to be here. And that brings us to our first call of port, which is, I will get to what am I drinking in a second, but for some housekeeping, I finally found my YouTube in review email that they sent out. It was in my spam folder. So I'd like to take you now to have a look at the stats with me because, you know, I feel like this year has been a different year on YouTube. Like, normally I make videos because that's what I do, but I've done a lot of like this streaming and this show obviously, so it's my numbers are different. So let's come with me now on a journey through time and space to the world of the internet. Come with me to the internet, there we go, I've selected the internet. So I'm gonna have to get close to my screen now to actually read this. So what does it say? It says blah 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 blah. So apparently I made 6,478 minutes of content. How much of that is just this nonsense that's happening right here, I wonder? Probably more than 3/4, I would imagine. Blah, 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 blah. Let's go next. So, blah, 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 making moves you picked up. Wow, 5,893 new subscribers. I haven't actually read this. All I did was screenshot it before the show and then was like, okay, I'm going to get this up. That's pretty cool. Well, thank you, everybody, for joining. Thank you all 5,893 of you and all the people that have been here longer than that. It's nice to have you. And thank you. I mean, you've honestly kept me company in these lockdown times. And blah, blah, blah. I don't even know what that number is. Is that 865,077 new views? I'm just going to read numbers. Fans that sounds silly to me. I'm just a stupid idiot on the internet. 90144. No, that's 90,144 hours in 2020 to watch your channel. Wow. No, this is the stat. I spent 5,000. So that is a lot of the time then. 5,752 live stream minutes. So that's all the gobbledygook that comes out of my mouth on a weekly basis happening there. And that's all the stats I had, everybody. Interesting. I'm glad that YouTube, you know, took the time to do that because I love a good in-year review thing. I mean, what's the point of living if no one's going to review the things you did that year? I don't know. It seems pointless to me. So thank you for that, YouTube. I feel like you need to up your game. If you need any help, I would gladly give my services. Maybe, not sure, actually. Maybe I should retract that statement before I properly hardcore go in with that. Nearly 6k live stream minutes. Whoa, that is madness. But that's why I wanted to show you guys, because I wanted to thank you for actually watching and being part of the show, because, I don't know, I remember someone sort of was like, hey, why don't you do this as an idea? And I was like, I don't know, it seems a bit weird, but actually it is a way for me to get my energy out. I have a lot of energy and nowhere to put it sometimes, because normally I'd be bouncing around doing something. Alright, well, I'm glad that's Vitz. Thank you for enjoying the gobbledygook. On to more gobbledygook now, said way. The What Am I Drinking segment of the show. I've developed what one might call a stash here now, because, you know, it's Christmas time. Gotta fill up on them drinks. But after last week's tropical endeavour, I thought I'd stick with that. And I went for some good old-fashioned lilt today when I went to the shop. I don't know how many people have lilt. It's pineapple and grapefruit flavoured drink. I did also pick up some good old favourites to tie me over, because I have, it's very hard, drinks after work tomorrow. And for drinks after work, I've obviously got some rum. And my favourites, so I've got some Pepsi. But then I looked at it and realised that Pepsi is absolutely atrocious for you. It's 40% of sugar. Well, it's 36 grams compared to my other good old favourite, Dr. Pepper, which only is 16% sugar, 18. So you know what? As much as I love Pepsi, I might just have to revert to to Dr. Pepper, just because I never drink diet drinks, everybody. Absolutely not. I want the sugar. But do I want that much sugar? I don't think so. So those are my drinks for tomorrow, and I feel like this is now the rankings. This is quite good. Also, I went for cans because, you know, the environment and all that, rather than bottles. So here we go. No. I see somebody. I see you. Who are you? Who said Pepsi Max for the win? You know where the door is. I had to do this last year. Remember when people used to go out? And so I was out with my family. It was Boxing Day. And the guy was like, so what drinks would you all like? And everyone was like, oh, I'd like to drink this, I'd like to drink this. And I was like, excuse me, garçon, I would like some Pepsi, please. And he was like, okay, well, if you want refillable, that's only Pepsi Max. And I was like, no, it's okay. I would like the Pepsi, please. And he was like, yeah, but you can't get it refilled. And then there's the sugar tax, and it's not as good for you. And I was like, garçon, I would like the sugar, please. And he wouldn't have it. And I was like, well, I'm not even paying. My dad was paying. But I was like, please. So I was like, I understand. I understand it's not bottomless, it's not refillable, but I can't live in a world where I have to drink. What would I rather? I'd rather have one drink of good, solid Pepsi than many subpar Pepsis. Not having it. Eventually, the garçon, he did actually provide the drinks, and I sipped it lovingly. Do you know what I really, really, really miss? I do like Pepsi a lot, but I like it when it's from the pub, because it's watered down and it's syrupy and it just tastes so much nicer. And I like when the ice is in it, and then the ice melts and it becomes a watery mess at the bottom, and it's not as fizzy. I think it's because it's more flat than it is fizzy. And that's something my God, that's something that I fantasize about when lockdown is over. Just getting a pint glass of Pepsi and ice with a little bit of lemon, and just be like. Not that I can do that. That's a skill that I don't have. Other people do miss the pub too. Cherry Pepsi. Was that there in the shop? I don't know. Anyway, I am P to the E to the arched, which is not how you spell parched at all. So let's tappity tap and give it a sugar taxed me all day. Exactly. I knew what I was doing. Didn't they take the sugar out of Dr. Pepper years ago? Saying, well, Steve. Perhaps. Is that Dr. Pepper like a retro can? I don't know. Oh, I've put my thumb in it. Toby Carberry. Yeah, I already tasted the goodness. Already tasted it. Oh, it's got a good smell, this. Alright. Oh my God. This is... I haven't had this in so long. Do you know I've got like a weird addiction to grapefruit? I don't know if you do know. I've just told you now. Like, I remember at DT. Did anyone else do DT? It was design tech. And we had to do like food, which is when you make things, funnily enough. And I had to have some grapefruit. And I was like, you know what, I'm going to try some. And I got a spoon. I was like, ooh. But then I was like, I need more. And I couldn't stop. I hated it, but I couldn't stop. It's like that, because this has got grapefruit in it. Oh, one of my absolute faves this is. I love that lemony, creamy look. Even though there's no lemon in this at all. Oh, and it's just tipping the rim. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful execution here. Master Chef would give that a 10 out of 10 application of drink and taste factor. Sublime. Sublime. I'll put that as word of the stream. Let's get all the goodness out there and try not to tip it on all the expensive gubbins. So, right, let's get to the main bit of the show. So it is the check-in, everybody. Ross is asking me if I did the Doctor Who quiz. More on that later, Ross. Stay tuned. So, more on that later as well, Rich Gamer. He's asking me if I like Cyberpunk. I will speak about Cyberpunk in the main body of the show. So let's start with the lowlights of the week. If you have a lowlight or a highlight that you would like to submit for me to read out, then please think about it now, put it in the chat, and I will get to it in 15 minutes time once I've finished talking. Because that's how this show tends to go. So, right, my main... okay, so obviously, Tier 3 is like a... Well, we're all tearing in threes, to be quite honest. So I've got into Tier 3. The world is just, naff. I don't know how things are ever going to get better when the government's like, hey, we're going to keep everything open, but you suck because you're spreading the virus. That's the whole rant for the other thing. Nobody cares about us, they just want money. Wow, the world sucks. So that's obviously a big low light of the week. Shout out to my Tier 2s, my Tier 3 fam, all, rocking it out in our homes to do nothingness. Gosh, I need to think of a plan, because tomorrow's my last day at work. And then I've got 2 weeks off, and whilst obviously work is stressful, and it's quite like, I don't really like working from home, I'm also like, what do I do with endless time of nothingness? So I need to somehow put a plan together to keep me from not just lying in bed endlessly scrolling. I don't know why, but I've started scrolling through YouTube, and nothing on my YouTube that is being recommended to me is something I want to watch. I'm just like, nah. I really want to do a YouTube reset and just see something different, because obviously YouTube is recommending me things that it thinks I would like, but I'm kind of bored of the things I like. I want something different, but how do I find something different without knowing what to type in? Do you know what I'm saying? It's a conundrum. It's, what would I just type in? I don't know. I just was going to say battleships, but what is battleships? That sounds too close to games. Maybe I'd type in, I don't know, sewing. I don't know anything about sewing, but maybe someone does a really good video about it. Who the frick knows? I don't know. Ryan's asking me how my dog is. Luna is doing well, thank you. Thank you for asking. Samantha is also in Tier 3 up in the northeast. Oh, yeah, also, we've got that frickin' fast-catching COVID down here as well now, where it's Lightning McQueen. So now we shouldn't even go out even more. Oh, God, it's all turning rubbish. Tier, a word that has been ruined by 2020, along with bubble. Shakespeare would be fuming. The tier system is so weird in the UK. We come out of lockdown in France with an 8 p.m. to 6 a.m. curfew. So I guess it might be a highlight coming off lockdown. Everywhere has a different system. It's so bizarre. I feel like our system is just making... They obviously want to keep making money, but at the same time, they're like, well, we want to keep this on the down low, but let's open Oxford Street and everybody can go. And I literally can't blame anybody for going out, because I'm like, if the places are open, then why wouldn't you go? Obviously, there's a COVID, but that's what I'm saying. The people are saying, come, and you're like, oh, maybe I should go and spend my money. It's a tough one. Geographical channel is pretty interesting. Factual stuff about the planet. My highlight of the week on YouTube. Oh, I have a YouTube highlight of the week, everybody. Oh my God, this show is going all over the rails. So I saw Bethany at the weekend. Let me see if I can find this for you, and then we'll go back to the internet. And it was great. I don't know if I could... Oh, what would I type in? It was this Christmas house light show thing. Light show. Oh my God. Okay. I think I found it. Right. Am I going to get copyright struck? People, if I get copyright struck, then I only apologize. Look, this YouTube channel here, maybe I'll just turn the sound down. Okay, so this guy has put on this full, sort of Christmas show, and we had it on in the background whilst doing some Christmassy things. And look at this. I'll just sing for you. This is oh, I'm blinded by the lights, ba-ba-da-ba-ba. I don't know the words to this song, but it's something like, oh, blah, 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 da-da-da-da-da-da. See, look at it, it's brilliant. Maybe it's this one. It was this, doo-doo-boo-boo-boo-boo. So if you want something Christmassy to put on in the background of, wrapping up presents, or writing Christmas cards, or just to give an effect, I would recommend this. I mean, it's only 34 minutes long, but I'm sure there's others that also do the same thing. They also have interludes where the little Christmas trees speak. So that's my YouTube video recommendation of the week. I do like to give a shout out to the fellow YouTube videos out there that I enjoy thoroughly. Exactly. Look at the lights. Look at that. The effort, and someone must have done that with proper computing powers, because there's music going on in the background, there's all kinds of stuff going on. Sorry, the lilt is jumping up at me like little fairies. Who am I to deny the fairies? Ah, my God, what a choice. So other Lola, my other Lola of the week is I wanted some Terry's chocolate orange. But I'm not into the variety box. I went out to Tesco's, I went to Nisa, I went to Sainsbury's, none of them had them. And so now I'm going to have to go to the big dogs. I'm going to have to go to like Morrison's or Asda or something, because that's all I wanted for Christmas was the variety Terry's chocolate orange. So, will I find my mission? Who knows, perhaps maybe someday I will get there. I just saw someone saying hello to someone, I can't remember. Where that went now. It's gone. The chat flies by sometimes. But then I've got a bigger highlight. I've got injury of the week, okay? Brace yourselves, everybody, because it was an injury so devastating, I wasn't sure if I could speak. Well, I couldn't speak for a bit. I mean, I'm not, like, damaged forever, but at the time it was pretty brutal. So, picture the scene, everybody. So, this room is very small, as you all know. So, my actual clothes, my chest of drawers, is in my sister's room. So, I had my washing and I was going to put it away. So I go into my sister's room and I put my washing basket down, and she's got this desk that's folded up. Now the desk is like a wooden desk with like metal bars, and the bottom of the bars are these circular bits that go like this, okay? So imagine metal circle. So because I don't know, I'm just, I don't know, easy something or other, I come in like this. Okay, live reconstruction. Okay, look at the knees now, look at the knees. I decided, instead of doing this is a dangerous game, I did, like, straight to the floor. And I know when I went straight to the floor, my knees connected with the metal bit of the table. Like, literally, the bend of my knee went whoop right into them. And I literally just went, do you know what? I haven't been like physically, because when you're out and about, I'm living in this little bubble here, like literally and physically, metaphorically, governmentally. I've not really been doing anything to get the old bruises going. So when that happened, holy crap, the pain. Someone else was in the room and they went, "Are you okay?" And I went, "Yeah," but I couldn't speak. I thought I was actually going to be sick. That's how much pain I was in. And when you're just hurt, and you're just on the floor cradling the injury and just putting pressure on it, hoping that the pain will dissipate. I was like, and I had to just lie on the floor for a bit and breathe. I was like, I'm not going to be sick, And then I had these like massive bruise on both my knees. And the walking was painful for a bit. As the bends was like, so that's talk about a funny bone sensation. Woof. It was pain. Pain of the flesh. Don't do that, everybody. Kneel down to put your washing away responsibly. So those are my lowlights of the week. Let me know your lowlights of the week if you have any. Absolutely cracking rendition of Blinding Lights. Will we get a Christmas LudiXP karaoke stream? Do you know what? I always wanted to scream? No, well, maybe into a pillow. Like stream Guitar Hero or something and then just rock out, but I don't know how that works with copyright strikes, so I could just get this microphone and hopefully not destroy everything. Like, what's on, well, I thought if I was going to do it, I'd play like Lego Rock Band, and like the main song in that is "Save Your Money for the Children, Whoa Grace, save your money." Also, people don't like my singing actually, so maybe that shouldn't happen. But I did do karaoke twice. And I sung. I did do a bit of Eminem. I don't know if I have any clips of it. Now I've brought myself up into like, have I got clips of me doing karaoke? So I was like, if you had one shot, one opportunity, would you pass it or whatever? I did a bit of that. Also did a bit of classic Skater Boy by Avril Lavigne. What was the other one? Oh, me and Matt did, when I went another time, we did Rock You Like a Hurricane, like, here I am, bum, 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 rock you like a hurricane, get up. As you can imagine, what I lack in talent in the musical department, I make up for with energy and gusto in the performance, because then that hides it, that masks the out-of-tuneness. Also, very difficult. I don't have the cardio that these people have. Like when you're jumping around singing, crawling in my skin, all the copyright strikes. By the time you're finished, you want to just collapse on the floor, but then it's like another song comes like, oh, I like this one. But I will say, I'm going to have to give a shout out to the karaoke gods that I know, whose names are Tristan and Ro. They did a sublime, word of the stream, sublime performance of a song that I can't remember, but it was brilliant, whatever it was. Did they do It was like, oh yeah, I think they did boom, boom, then shake the room, boom, boom, da, da. And it's got like lots of bits, and Tristan was like doing it, and then Rue came in and he was doing it. Oh Lord, what a performance! We witnessed an act of greatness there. So what's everyone else's karaoke go-to songs? I don't really have one. I would like to, although. So this is a song I would like to do for karaoke. Now we've just gone on to a totally different tangent, but I quite like this topic, so I'm going to stick with it. I have actually, apart from the qualms I have about the source material, or maybe the material source, I would love to get up and do a little bit of like Billie Jean. Ow, do, 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 do. I don't know. That's what I would like to. She was more like a beauty queen from a movie scene. Oh, gosh. But it's a hard song. My brother was like, don't forget, Lucy, if you're going to karaoke, you need to commit to the length of the song. And it is a long song, because there was this guy that I saw at karaoke, right? He chose to do Wild Thing. Not, it doesn't really strain you, in the musical departments, but you could see he was fatiguing through it, because there's only so many times you can go, Wild Thing. Ba 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 bum, you make my heart sing, and you could tell that he was wavering at the end. So, right, I'm gonna look at everybody else's. Jazzy Jeff and Will Smith. Is that one where getting jiggy with it? I've been listening to so much Spotify. What? Gold! What a classic there. 'Cause you're gold, gold. Always believe in your soul. Who said that? Stat Muffin. I'm just getting all my musical energies out now, because normally I sit in my room just going, what do I say? Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy. Here's my number. Call me maybe. That's how I sing to myself. Apparently I sound like a little child, which actually that probably is quite accurate. But I'm not going to sing at my computer while I'm like answering an email saying, hey, can you sort this thing out? I'm not going to be going like proper screamo, like exit like enter. I'm not going to be going that extreme. You got to sing. Oh, Smooth Criminal. That would be good. Bum bum ba da da dum ba da da dum ba da bum bum. That would be good. Anyway, Warrior Song. What's that? Oh, good Charlotte at the Anthem. How does that go again? I can't remember how that goes. So are you actually... Oh, Alex Francis brought up Dancing Queen, ABBA. My favourite thing that me and my sister love to do. So there's a little show that I like to watch called EastEnders. And there was this woman on it, and she was singing Dancing Queen. She's like, But because she was from London, she was like, you are the dancing queen. And I just thought it was quite funny. But obviously it's... dance, isn't it? But people say dancing, or you are the dancing. Yeah, you say dancing. So when you sing, you normally sing with an American accent, as true to form. So there we go. That's the karaoke conversation. Maybe someday. Do you know Jimmy Carr? No, well, I do, but not personally. Like, he's the guy from 8 out of 10 Cats, right? Oh, what a drink. No, I'm definitely not the dancing queen, Elite Snowman. I have 0 dancing abilities. The Yakuza karaoke stream, Tyler's saying. I don't actually own Yakuza. Is that legal? Is that legal on the YouTubes? Good. Right, let's move along to highlights of the week. Now that got sidetracked for quite some time. So, highlight number 1 was being on the podcast with Adam Daly and Adam McDermott on Friday. If you haven't listened to that and you would like to listen to our collective top 10 games of the generation, you can. For those of you who want the cliff notes, because what we did was we got our lists and we submitted it to Adam Daly, who does the Almost Sideways podcast, and then he tallied up the scores and we came up with an overall list. So my list... It goes a little bit as follows. So this was my top 10 favourite games for generation, and I will address something at the end, okay? This is now a press conference. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm now here to address the state of my best top 10 PS4 games of a generation. At number 10, Persona 5. That's Persona 4 music that I broke into. That's not Persona 5. Sonic Mania at number 9. Crash Insane Trilogy at number 8. At number 7, God of War. Number 6, Detroit Become Human. Number 5, Bloodborne. Number 4, Uncharted 4. Number 3, Lost Legacy. And number 2, The Witcher 3, and number 1, Red Dead Redemption 2. So now someone's making a good point. Persona 5 was a PS3 game, but remakes were allowed, and I played it on PS4. Now, some of you may were shocked horrified that I let my boy Nathan Drake down. But we're friends. You know what? I looked deep inside my heart. Do you remember I asked you many weeks ago, look into your heart, and you've got to find the true answer within. And when I weighed up what game I truly felt was my favourite / best game overall of the generation, biases aside, it was Red Dead Redemption 2. I'm sorry, no Horizon Zero Dawn, I'm afraid, Andrew, either. That didn't even make my my top 16 ones that I would even consider putting in my top 10 list. So there we go. Take it up with the judge if you have issues. But no, the thing is, Uncharted 4, I do like the game a lot. It's number 4 on my list. But the thing is, I like The Lost Legacy more. I like The Witcher 3 more. And Red Dead Redemption was the entire package for me. Like, I played that game and I was like, I could feel the depth and the just how much has gone into the game. I got sucked into it for hours. Like, yeah, I played Uncharted 4 a lot, but I also played Red Dead a lot. And I respected the world. And just Arthur and the storytelling, and I would not have gone for the platinum on that game. See, the Uncharted 4 platinum, it's a given, because it was like, oh, it's Uncharted. But the Red Dead Redemption 2 platinum, it wasn't a given. I only did it out of true love. True love led me to the madness that was staring up in the sky for an eagle. Or was it now? Who knows anymore. So there we go. That's, yes, Red Dead 2 is God tier. God tier. Shadow of the Tomb Raider. I've yet to play that, but I will get round to it, and then I'll find out if Lara is still trying to do her father's work. Her father's work is never done, everybody. So, that was that. What else? Oh yeah, another highlight of the week. Hello, Richard. Is me and Bethany. We saw each other the weekend, and we did some creativeness, and I really enjoyed that. Me and Bethany used to do like making days back in the day, where her mum had this like massive making box, and I think I've showed this on the show before, but this is one of the things. It's a bit dusty now, but like this is how good Bethany is. Look at this. This is the house from Up. She made that out of like cardboard and some sticks and whatever these are, like, I don't know, beads or something. It's a bit dusty, but Bethany is a creative genius. And I asked for her help with something, and for my Secret Santa, which I can't reveal because the Secret Santa may be watching the live stream. But I was like, hey, I have this idea, can you help me with it? And I sort of was like, you know, it doesn't need to be like this. And Bethany was like, no. She went to town. She probably put effort into this. She went above and beyond the call of creative duty, and her drawing skills. Like, I'll have to show you what she drew after my Secret Santa has got their present, because honestly, like, I was trying to concentrate on the drawing, and I could feel like my hand, I was like breathing, it was the deep concentration, and Bethany was like, oh, I can draw it, and she just drew it so well, and I was like, you know what, I wish I could be not only as creative, but as talented as the god that is Bethany, because I was ready to just half-ass it, because, oh no, I just give up on things too easy these days, but Bethany was committed to the cause, and it was nice to just, like, it was weird, because we were just silently enjoying each other's like creative company, and we just had some rubbish on in the background. I think Chris came in at one point and was like, what are you guys doing? You gonna play something? We're like, we're making things. So yeah, Bethany is Bethany's made some amazing gifts over the years, by the way. She's so good at stuff. Like, I can't praise her making goodness. If I had other things... Oh, look, that's another thing that she's made me. I'm just looking around, because I always keep the things that Bethany's made. I've got, like, so many things. She made me this little pirate. Obviously, everything is really dusty in my room, but that's me as a little pirate on a peg. I hope I didn't put dust in my my drink there. But yeah, there's a lot of things around here. Some of them I had to put in the loft just because of work from home space thing. But yeah, Bethany is a great arts and craftsist. And that is my main highlights of the week. So what has everybody else got as a highlight? Whilst that's happening, I've got an actual light that is a highlight of the week. So I bought this, everybody, because, you know, lockdown was rubbish, and I just wanted to, like, talk about this for a bit, because maybe it'll help somebody else out there. So I got this SAD light because work was making me super grumpy. Like, I would just sit there, and I hated it, because it was just, like, it was getting dark, and, like, well, not even just that it was getting dark, I needed a light anyway, because it was getting, like, dark at, like, 3 o'clock, or something ridiculous, and it's really dingy in this room, and someone recommended that I get this, and it has, honestly, I can't recommend it enough how much this has improved my life. Like, it has, like, different settings and stuff, so you can, like, change the intensity. Because the first time I turned it on, so I've had it for, like, 2 weeks now, because I wasn't too sure. But I was like, you know what? I need a light at the end of the day. I might as well get one that might improve me. So I sat with the light, and honestly, it was the weirdest feeling at first. I thought, like, it felt like my... You know how your brain has got squiggles in it? I felt like my squiggles had come to life and were going like blah, 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 blah. And I was like, oh my god, it's too intense. It's making the front of my brain turn to worms. But I think you're supposed to expose yourself to the light gently. I think I just was like, happiness, come to me, light. And it doesn't quite work like that. But over some time, I now sit with the light, and I do find that it makes me so much more, like, motivated to do work, and it's sort of just like, you know, I don't just, because, I don't know, it seems a bit weird, but lockdown does make me a very angry person, and this has helped immensely. So if you feel like you need something to, isn't that, no, that isn't a seizure thing, it's just like it's meant to be actually good for you, in a way. You can set it to, like, different timings and stuff, so I just thought I would share that, in case anyone was, like, also wanted something to help them. I would say get this as a potential thing, because I really like it. It was a good purchase. Like, obviously it's not gonna, like, you know, make the world better, but it might make the individual days of your life in the world better. Definitely, because lockdown was rubbish, and I feel like we might go to another lockdown, so that makes me sad. So what is this thing called? This is an SAD light, so it's actually for seasonal affective depression or something, because it, like, emits actual sunlight levels or something, but you don't need to, like, have that to get it. I think it can just help in general. So that is what it is. This one is a USB one, but you can plug it into a main light as well. Shall I plug it in quickly so we can have a blast of happiness together? A blast of happiness. Let's see. I've got the plug socket behind me. It's good light. Because I did need a light. Shine a light on her. If you're not supposed to look directly into the light, though. You're meant to have it like a 45-degree angle to your face. Oh my god, the shocking reality. That's like when I put my glasses on. I'm like, oh god, that's what I really look like. So like, there you go. Don't look into the light. Actually, you might be protected. It's like looking at the sun, but with the light, with the thing on. So you can. Oh, that is the lowest setting. So you can hold this down, and it goes to an orangey colour, or it could be really bright blue. I like this setting because it's kind of like halfway between the two, and I just sit with it and I do my work, and yeah, it makes things better. This is what life would look like if I had, like, actual proper lighting. Oh my god, this is what I really look like, everybody. But I can't. I don't know. Maybe if I got a hook, I could actually put that there. So there you go. Can living in a congested space cause hair fall? I don't know. Damn, it looks brighter than studio. No, but it is really good. Oh, good. Jazz has one too. Well, I'm glad that other people. I can't unplug it. Back to darkness. Darkness, my friend. So, I have talked a freaking lot. I saw some people shouting out their platinum achievements, so let's go on to that, because I love hearing all your platinum triumphs. I'm going to scroll back in the chat a little bit. Food has arrived. That's always a highlight. I'm glad. I hope that the food serves you well. Let's see. Completed Cyberpunk 2077's multiple endings, says PS3 Gaming Scotland. Well, congratulations. Wow, that's crazy. Let's see. I thought, I should plat Superstar Dust Ultra. Very fun planet. I've never played any of those games. Have I played Alien Isolation? Not really. I've seen Bethany play a bit of it, and Chris, but I don't know. It was okay what I saw of it, but didn't really feel something I was 100% into. Prime Logan, my highlight. Oh, I saw it. Was 100% in the main story in Injustice 2 with both endings and all. Congratulations. Let's see. Oh, Richard platinumed The Last of Us Part 2. Well done. The Tyler 2 platinums RIP. What does that mean? So now the Solman is trying to platinum Cyberpunk. It's taking ages. I've not actually looked into what the platinums are. Now, someone's asked me, have I platinumed Bioshock? The answer to that is, I've only ever played Bioshock Infinite, and I've not played the first two, which is something I do want to rectify in my life at some point. Jaroslav is saying, I'm working on Uncharted 2 plat. I'm in level 15 on Crushing. So far, so good. Oh, level 15. Let me test my mind. What is level 15? Is that Trainwrecked? I believe it's Trainwrecked. It's the bit when they're climbing up the train, because number 16 is Where Am I? The number 17 is Mountaineering. The number 18 is Heart of Ice. I'm not going to keep going. What everyone else say? Oh, doing Drake's Fortune, crushing Blue Room, and playing with fun. Highlight was finally starting Ghost of Tsushima, says Passionio. I don't know. I see lots of letters and I just suddenly go, whoa. So, right. Shall we go on to the clip of the week, finally? Because I want to drink my lilt. So as you guys know, well, some of you mentioned it earlier, was the there was this Doctor Who quiz with David Tennant. He was hosting it. I got very excited for it. For some reason, I don't know why, I had it in my mind that we would be on some Zoom chat with him, and I'd be like, oh my god! So I got really overly excited, and then I realised it was just a Twitch stream, and I was like, that's sad. But it was still fun nonetheless. So everybody, put in the chat, it was 5 rounds, 8 questions per round. So out of a mark of 40, how many questions did you think Lucy, over here me, got correct? Okay, so have a think about it. I'm going to play the clip. Put your suggestions in. Out of 40, how many points do you think that I got in this quiz? Now, someone's already put 0. Right, let's have a look. So please enjoy. Clip of the week, clip of the week, clip of the week. Hello everybody, it's Clip of the Week. It's very exciting because today is what I've been born to do. It's a Doctor Who quiz with the man himself. Take it, Mr. Cameraman. No. It's David Tennant. It's David Tennant. There's a chat. I thought, oh yeah, I'm in the chat. I mean, hello. They've lost you, haven't they? It's me. I'm LudiXP. So we will update you as the quiz progresses.
Comms manager. True or false? Actors Beryl Reid, John Cleese and Ken Dodd all appeared in Doctor Who during the 80s.
True. I know that one for a fact. Imogen, how good are you on your 80s knowledge? Anything? No?
True or false?
No.
Answer number 4. The robot dog with its own spin-off show was, of course, K9.
K9.
It was called K9 and Company. And
I got the knowledge! Boom! So far, 3 out of 4.
Yay!
On television shared the role during a tour of the play The Ultimate Adventure in 1989, where John Pertwee
What?
and Colin Baker.
Oh man. John Pertwee and Colin Baker. I have no words. This is going worse than I expected. Look at all those crosses. Disappointed doesn't even cover it.
The answer is Margaret Thatcher.
Well done, well
got
done.
it right!
Good, well done. Oh no! Oh! There's still some more rounds. There's not enough.
Well.
Tom Downey and the whole.
Imogen, ask me a question in your Jodie Whittaker accent.
Okay, guys. Wait. Okay, Dan. What is the first episode that I am editing? Quickly, go. I'll give you time. No, alright, put it. Alright, I'm telling you.
How do I turn it to me? I think the answer's the woman who fell to earth. Am I right, Doctor?
You're right.
Yes!
You were good at that.
How much I got?
Lucy,
Yeah.
how much did you get?
26 out of 40.
Wow, you're so good.
Yeah, it was disappointing. Although some of the questions were hard I'm not gonna lie, but they were like more about Doctor Who, not Doctor Who.
Yeah.
So that's my excuse, but it was fun nonetheless.
It was fun. I enjoyed it.
Yes, it tested me thoroughly. So there we go. Thank
That's
you.
in the background.
Alright, let's go.
Bye.
Oh, I cut Imogen off at the end there. I forgot she says bye. Yes, disappointing. No one actually got 26. Everyone, I saw some 25s, I saw some 27s. But yeah, no, the quiz was actually like Vault Boy Steve is standing up for me here. 50 years of Doctor Who, hard to be an expert. See, that's the thing. They were asking questions about anything and everything, and it was like things I wouldn't even think about. See, what I know is I know the factional truth of what happened. No, wait. The fictional truth. I know the fiction knowledge, okay? I know what happens in the show. But what happens outside the show, I've got no idea. I don't know who the sound producer was, you know, stuff like that. Who knows? But yeah, it was fun, and it was nice that they were there, and it was live, but it wasn't quite what I thought it was going to be. I don't know, I need to sort out... I just get really excited about things. I've not actually watched every episode, to be fair, actually, as Lazarevich is asking. Spelled differently. Like, I have watched a lot of classic, but not everything. And I've watched the new series a lot more. So that's the thing, I know my new series, my new Who I know, not so much my classic or my production knowledge. So there we go, that was... Clip of the week. So now let's move on to the main topic. When people are asking me, Lucy, you got that there Cyberpunk. Everyone's talking about Cyberpunk, whether it's good things or bad things. So what am I thinking? So I've not played too much of it so far. I've played about maybe like 4 hours. My initial thoughts is there's a lot happening in this game. It's very, It's very narrative heavy, and it just throws a lot at you at the beginning. I know that sounds really dumb, as like overwhelming at first. Like, I kind of just wanted to play the game, but you just sort of spend a lot of time at the beginning, like sitting in cars, and like, hey V, and you're like, hey, and you're just sort of looking around at everything, and you don't quite. I just wanted to drive a car. I understand because they've got to, like, you know, set the world up, and they've got to set you up. But it was just, oh, hang on, my stream is going in the reds and the green, the reds and the oranges. Is that good, bad, maybe not? Who knows? Hopefully we're still here. So yeah, there's just a lot of just stuff being thrown at you, and I'm not sure if I care at this point. So I feel like the onboarding process, to be technical or corporate, could have been better. Because there was also these weird sort of bad, which I didn't really like, training sort of VR things to, you know, make you learn how to do the combat in the game. Oh no, it's buffering. Every day I'm buffering. Lag. Oh, I'm gone back in the green now. Who knows what I said during that period of time. But, so I'll just have to wait for everyone to unlag themselves. I've got the green block of truth again. I was flashing between red and amber for a bit. Anyway, I felt like the beginning of the game, wasn't too feeling it. I haven't actually encountered any bugs or glitches yet, like, to the scale that other people have reported. So far, I mean, I did drive my car a little bit today, and it just felt like it was being, like, you know when a dog it's just wiping its bum on the carpet? That's how my car felt when I was trying to drive it. I was like, get your ass off the floor! That's the only main issue I had, but the rest of it seemed to work fine. The other thing is, I just have no clue what's happening. There's so much sort of going on. There's so many icons everywhere, and it's just all like, people are ringing you all the time. And I'm like, the opposite problem I have in real life, where no one rings. It's just like, oh, V, blah, 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 V, blah, blah, blah. And then this hacking thing, where you're supposed to hack into things, and I don't know how to do it. And even the help screen isn't very helpful. It's like, you gotta pick some numbers from, like, a line string. But I don't even know what I'm doing. Like, what happens when I hack it? Like, most of the time, I'm just confused by the game. But I do like my apartment. I like the look of the world. There was one point where I was walking around and I was like, wow, this feels quite like this, you know, whatever this is. Like, maybe quite, I guess it's meant to be. It's like quite claustrophobic, and I was like, damn, I kind of wish I was in a field, just frolicking around, being like, da 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 da. But instead I'm like, boom, 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 oons, 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 driving, cars, people, lots of things, lots of stuff. Oh my god, where's the sky? That's how I feel. I feel very entrapped in this world, but maybe I'm supposed to. Who knows? So I'm kind of torn, because whilst I'm not into the game yet, I do feel like I will, but do I just wait? Do I just wait for a bit and wait until it gets better and maybe play something else? The other thing is, I feel like it's requiring too much brain power, more brain power than I can really commit. I might just go back to Demon Souls for a bit, because that's got this peaceful element to it, whereas this, it's very... What's my character, Rich is asking? So I chose to be a street kid. I look a bit like this, so I've got this hairstyle, but it goes kind of like aqua green to the bottoms. But yeah, I haven't. Also, I look terrible in this game. The clothes are weird. I just want to go clothes shopping and make my character nice. I think the other thing is I'm just not very good at the game, because I'm not very good at first-person shooters. So I did find like this hideout of people, and they killed me quite quickly. And a lot of times, and I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. The menus are everywhere. But I'm sure any crashes, I've not had the game crash on me just yet, touch wood, but I've literally only played about 4 or 5 hours. Might give it another go at the weekend. I just don't want to get to that bit where I get so into it that I push on through, and then feel like, oh man, I wish I'd waited until the game got up-res a bit. Haven't met Keanu Reeves yet. Disappointing, to be quite honest. So those are my thoughts. Let's see what Sky wasn't rendered Samurai yet. You need time off work to play Cyberpunk. Well, I've got 2 weeks. If you wait for next gen upgrade, you'll probably have more of a complete experience, honestly. You think so? Interesting. Overwhelming. Yeah, there's just it's too much going on. It's just, oh, it's scooting. Oh, thank you, Glenn. Thank you for that. Yeah, I don't know. It just felt like do you know what? That's it. It felt like sensory overload, because it's like lights, dense cramming of streets and quick, here's the 6 months of your life in 3 minutes. And I was like, just like story, people, sit here and talk to me for a long time. And I know that's what an RPG is, but maybe I'm just not ready to play an RPG right now. Maybe I don't have the mental capacities. So that's my hot take on Cyberpunk right now. Will I continue to play it or not? Who knows? I do want to finish it. What game will I be playing for Christmas? Probably going... I did like playing Spider-Man Miles Morales for Christmas, but I've kind of finished that now. Back to Demon's Souls, maybe looking back into the deep, dark recesses of my backlog, or maybe doing something else, something entirely different. Who knows? So, there we go. Now, I do want to move on to my main beef of the week. Something you're intelligent, we thought you could manage. My brain can't comprehend things at the moment, so I'm afraid. Okay, I want to talk about Toy Story, because me and my sister, we've been watching Pixar movies, like, back to back each week. So we did the Toy Story quadrilogy, I don't know what you call it. And I come to realise, I looked into my heart again, look into my heart, and I discovered that I have this deep love for Toy Story that I didn't even realise that I had within me. And I guess it is like, I like Monsters Inc., but I was probably about 12 when that came out. But Toy Story came out when I was 3? 4? No. Wait, I thought like, was that come out in 1997 or 1998? No, I think my brother was 4, so I would have been 7. So anyway, what I'm trying to say is I have more cemented memories with that series perhaps. And actually, when I went to Disneyland, I did freak out when I saw Buzz Lightyear. No, I was like, oh my god, and I went to the Toy Story bit and I was like, and I got really excited. So maybe I do just, I'm a deep down Toy Story fan. Now, I said in my last one, I ranked them. My ranking is 1, 2, 4, then 3. I liked 4 a lot when I watched it, because it actually made me laugh. And, 1995! 1995, so I was 4! I was 4! Wow! That's crazy. I stand by what I said last week. Yeah, 2, 1, 4, 3. So, this is what I want to talk to you now about, everybody. The lockdown throwdown. I was having this discussion with several people in my circles of life. Who is better, Woody or Buzz? Put your votes in the comments. Like, honestly, after I finished watching the Toy Story films, I wanted to go out and I wanted to buy myself a Woody doll. God, if I could have an inanimate object that cared for me as much as Woody cared for Andy, I'd be so, you know, it'd be so lovely. Like, and he cares for my body so much as well. Like, this toy, he has this loyalty that I can't help but respect, and he's doing everything he can to make these kids' lives the best. I want a Woody. I really want someone to have a friend in me, and I'd have a friend with them, and we'd go around, I'd put him on the spanner, and we'd run around, and I'd be like, you got a friend in me, and he'd be so happy to be my friend. So, no, we can't be throwing around other people here. Potato Head, don't get me, I couldn't stop saying that. It's Woody or Buzz, and I realise, you know, one of these things that they're hand in hand, but I feel like Woody is at the heart of these films, and Disney have done the dirty on Woody. Alright, don't get me started on this diatribe, because we're going there, people. So Woody, he's this loyal, now my brother does want to defend Buzz Lightyear. I do like Buzz, you know. He's a cool guy. A little bit stupid in the 4th one, you know, he's like, oh, listen to my inner voice, like, Buzz, come on now. But we don't know what Woody was like when he first, you know, got brought out of the box. I mean, who knows what the lore is? You know, in mythology, they're saying that Woody was passed down from whenever. Like, when did Woody come out? Like, the 60s or something? So he was passed down to Andy. So we don't know if Woody was like, yeah, I'm a real sheriff. I'm from Woody's Roundup. Woody's Roundup. Now, I've seen all these buzzers here, and I think you're exactly the people that Toy Story warned us about. You know, Sputnik. Everyone went to space. So Woody has been there for Andy, okay? And Buzz, yeah, Buzz is cool, and I think you're looking at it from a perspective of the toy. Yeah, Buzz is a cooler toy, but Woody was the one. He was there for you. Like, Buzz doesn't care about Andy. I mean, he does a bit, but he was more like, oh yeah, I'm a space ranger, blah, 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 blah. Oh, I gotta look up. And then Woody's here like, yeah, I want to make sure that Andy's okay, but I also want to make sure that everybody, all the toys are okay. So he holds the meeting. He's like, okay, don't forget, you gotta have your moving buddies, everybody. And everyone's like, oh yeah, Woody. Oh, and then Mr. Potato Head's like, oh yeah. And I'm like, no, Mr. Potato Head, Woody's doing a lot for you. You can't always love a leader, but the leader's trying to do what's best for everybody. All right, I feel strongly about this, clearly. And then, now I'm thinking about it, when I went to Disneyland, where was the Woody ride? There was no Woody ride, it was just a Buzz ride. Buzz Lightyear, he's too OP, you know? He's overrated, he can't even fly. I mean, yeah, Woody's kind of old school with his, like, pull string or whatever. There we are, Tracy. I'm Woody. Howdy, howdy, howdy. But, and now again, Woody's been overlooked. Once again, the heart and soul of Toy Story doesn't even get a film about his origin stories. This is exactly the plot of Toy Story. You know, do we ever learn from history? Clearly not, because Pixar, Disney, they're doing the dirty on Woody over and over and over again. Now, people are saying that Woody is selfish. He is, okay, the first one he is, but if you watch all the films back to back, I feel that you're getting an arc of redemption. Woody puts his life on the line countless times for a toy, okay? He jumps out the window. Obviously, yeah, he's jealous of Buzz at first because he has been the high toy. You know, you probably would be. But then he tries, you know, he sticks with Buzz and he keeps him. And then when Squeaky goes out the window, he's the first toy out that window, even with his broken arm, going out to save a toy in need. But obviously Buzz does rally a troop to go over there. And you know what Woody's always saying? He always wants toys to be loved by their owners. You know what? He was going to leave Jessie and Bullseye behind, but he was like, no, come with me. Andy will love you. I mean, he's always giving Andy toys. His mom must be like, Andy, where are you getting all these stupid toys from? And he's like, oh, yeah, come on. We've got Bonnie and whatever. And also, the real villain of Toy Story 4, everybody, is Bonnie. And I won't ever have it said. If Andy knew what Bonnie had done to Woody, he'd be turning in his college grave. He's probably not dead, but he would uproar. Maybe he comes back to visit Bonnie and he's like, hey, I've got a kid now, look at him, I've called him Davy. Don't know why. That would mean his name was Davy Davis. I've just realised, because isn't his name Andy Davis? Anyway, so he'd be like, oh, I really want my Woody toy, because I know that my toy Woody, he really looked after me, and I hope you looked after him. And she's like, oh, I gave that stupid cowboy doll away because, oh, I don't know, I really liked him in number 3, and then I was kind of like, over him, and then he ran away with a porcelain doll. God, absolutely livid. Now I realise I've just ranted for quite some time and have ignored the chat. Woody is too kind at the expense of his own happiness. Thank you. And that's what I like about 4. Woody finally decides that he needs his own happiness, okay? So he does what he feels like is right for him, and he leaves because he's done all this stuff for Bonnie, and he looks after that bloody fork for God knows. Well, I know why, because he wants to make sure that Bonnie's happy, because he realises that Bonnie needs Forky. Absolute travesty. Okay, let me read the chat. Okay, now I hope everybody, after my, I've stood up here and I've put my snake in my boot. Okay, you all know where I stand. Team Woody, ride or die. Now that's my speech for Woody. My speech for Buzz. He is a cool toy. End of speech. So reassess your mind, and come back to me. Who is better, Woody or Buzz? Who deserves their own movie? Who deserves a ride? You know, what about, we could all go Woody's Roundup. He's the very best. He's the rootinest, tootinest. No one cares about space. It's all about cowboys. I care about space. I actually do quite like space a lot. Andy over Bonnie. Exactly. Right, I'm going to scroll back on the track. See, I just want to. Oh, we're getting some Woodies here. Woody by far. He is the heart and soul. Mr. Potato Head. Hey, look, I'm Picasso. I like the way he says that. Woody is the heart. Buzz is the macho. Also, Buzz just becomes really dumb. Yes. Oh, I remember I wrote my brother's name on. See, my brother had Woody and Buzz action figures, and I remember I wrote Owen on the bottom of them. Will there be a Toy Story 4? I don't know. I don't know if there should be. Let's see. Woody is the better character. Thank you. Rex, yeah, we do like Rex a lot. Oh my god, it's Christy! Hey, Christy, hi! Rex is a good character. They are both unlikable, always preferred the other characters and hated Buzz and Woody. Wow, that is a statement and a half. Woody is always there for Andy. Gosh, yeah, I want a little Woody action figure. Lion King or Toy Story 1 if I had to pick? Well, it'd be Lion King. Oh, yeah, no, it would be Lion King, to be quite fair. The Claw. Jessie needs her own movie. Yeah, all the toys, that's the other thing. Pixar knows that Woody's the heart and soul. Because that's the other thing. In Toy Story 3, Woody is doing everything he can to tell those toys that Andy was going to put them in the attic. He was going to put you in the attic, guys. Like, no, it's okay, Woody. We know that we're going to the trash. Off we go. Ba, ba, ba. And she's like, yeah, Woody, we were going to get put in the attic. And then Bullseye's all sad. He's like, no, guys, you were going to the attic. That's like, at the beginning of lockdown, when everyone wasn't didn't really know what was happening, I would always go, this is serious, Buzz. That was my quote. Favourite Pixar film? What is now Toy Story. Toy Story has risen to the ranks, and it is now my favourite of all the Pixar films. Right, so I'm gonna... Don't ignore the greatness of Buzz. No, he is he's a fine toy, and I understand, you know, like if you were in the shop and you were allowed one toy, you would probably pick Buzz because he's got a blinker, he's got karate chop action. What am I but a stupid cow doll? There's a snake in my boots, and then that's all sad. Also, Toy Story 1, brilliant music. I started watching loads of Toy Story videos on YouTube, so yeah, that is it. I rest my case. Oh my god, Slinky. What is he? Howdy, Bob, howdy. Hey, look, it's Woody. Oh, what's the other thing? Me and Rebel that always go, pass him overboard. On the first one, you know, when they're in the moving truck. Oh. So, end of transmission. I'm now chill. Please, Buzz lovers, put your Buzz love in the chat. Try and persuade me. But I feel like my mind has been made. I've got a friend in Woody forever and ever. Amen. So, I definitely choose Buzz toy as a kid, yeah. Woody said they were all going to the attic but didn't have sufficient evidence to support his claim. Well, maybe. I don't know. That is true. That is a fair point. But they should have believed in Woody. When has Woody ever done them wrong apart from when he threw Buzz out of the window? You know, then Buzz reminds me of George Clooney. Also, what is this with Buzz not being played by Tim Allen anymore? Why is it being played by Chris Evans? Why is Captain America now Buzz? Who cares about Buzz being a space ranger? Like, for real. I'm sorry. Okay, yeah, it's pretty cool. Star Command. Zerg. It's the Toy Story life. That's the best life. Right. Let's see. As before, Woody is the heart of the series, but Buzz was good to sell toys, and Rex was the best. Yeah, we did like Rex a lot. Okay, everybody, I feel like I have sufficiently won you over with Woody, even if I haven't. So, please now, I'm going to do the Q&A portion of the show. So if you have a question you would like to ask me, fire away, fire away, fire away. I'm just going to drink my drink now. There was that Disney thing, wasn't there? That Disney sort of showcase thing. I saw a couple of videos. I don't really swim in the Disney circles that much, you know, apart from Finding Nemo. I think this week we're going to watch Finding Dory. Oh, we watched Coco as well. Oh, Coco, what a great film. Right, so Buzz had the most character... No. I'm sorry. Reverse. Buzz had a flippin' 180 character progression where he boomeranged all the way back. So he was like, he progressed. And then in the third one, they don't know what to do with him, so they just switch him back to, like, you know, Star Command Buzz, and then they switch him back even further to Spanish Buzz. Nothing's going on there. And in the fourth one, he's barely in it, and he just starts being really dumb, like, oh, listen to my inner voice. So no, shan't be having it. What is a good online co-op game to play over Christmas lockdown? Oh! Lazovich, I'm glad you asked that. So me and Bethany, we were looking at the PlayStation Store, and we found this game that's not out yet, but we really want to play it. It's called It Takes Two. Hang on. Let's go to the YouTubes. It Takes Two, baby, for me and you. So we're going to play this when it comes out. I don't really know what it is, but it feels like it's from the people that made A Way Out. Here we go. Check your eyeballs on this. Regard a trailer with no sound. But, so I think what the story is you play as two people play as these two, I don't know, ragdoll-y things, and they're having some sort of, like, marriage problems, and you do, like, a series of games or whatever to try and, I don't know, bring them back together, and it looks very, what's the word, like, diverse. There's lots of diverse bits of gameplay, which you're not seeing in this trailer, funnily enough. It looks quite funny. I like the art style. It's kind of like cloth. Oh, yeah, see, they were married. And now some funnies are happening. But yeah, I like this. Look at it. So, this comes out in March, I believe. So me and Bethany are going to give this a whirl. But obviously that does not answer your question about what you can play right now. But, you know, this might have been a game that goes under the radar. That's another thing that I really respect about Bethany. Is she looks at her games regardless. And she's always up for trying something. Whereas, you know me, I'm like, I've never heard this game. Blah, blah, blah. I get the heart palpitations. So, man, I'm very excited to play this. So there you go. It Takes Two. You can watch that at your own time. You know, time is endless these days. So other games, I'd say Overcooked. 100% Overcooked is a great game that you can play the online or couch co-op. Rocket League, if you enjoy that, a bit of competitive stuff. A Way Out, I've not played it myself, but that's an online co-op game if you want to do co-op. I like the Uncharted co-op a lot. That's a lot of fun. I don't really play as many online games as I used to. What was the other thing? Of course, I like playing Fall Guys. It's not really a co-op game, but there are some other, I guess Red Dead Online, like, there are some co-op bits that you can get together with people. Yeah, that's all I can really think of right now, because we were trying to look for something to play ourselves, actually. A Way Out is excellent. Maybe I need to play that then. Yeah, okay. Yellowhead is asking, any tips for the Uncharted 4 speedrun trophy? Okay, so these are my tips. You put on in the bonuses, put on a gun like the Barrack, and then one-shot kills and infinite ammo. That way you don't have to pick up ammo for the entire game, and that Barrack is pretty much a one-shot kill every time you shoot someone. Make sure you know the game beforehand. Don't leave it. Don't be like, oh, you know what, I haven't played Uncharted 4 in like 10 years. I'll jump in now. You need to know what you're doing. You need to, and have the puzzles ready and know the answers to them, because that will also speed you up on time. Know your point A's to point B's. So you might have to do a bit of a practice one. I did play the game one time before, or you could just do it. But I would definitely revise, you know, look at the bits that you know are difficult, some pain points, have the puzzles ready, have that on, don't mess about. No treasure picking, no time for treasure. Just go and try and skip every cutscene that you can, because the cutscenes do actually count. Not all of them are skippable, but the ones that you can, get on it. Bex68 is asking, any live streams coming up? Well, funny you should ask, because next week it is my birthday. I'll be turning old. So I will be doing, you know, I've got nothing else to do. I did book a driving lesson though. You know, living the high life. So I'm going to do a stream, a birthday stream. I guess that's what one does on the internet, don't they? On my birthday, and I think I'm going to be playing Spider-Man, probably. Unless anyone else, if there's another game you think I should play. But I want to get the platinum for Spider-Man Miles Morales, make that my birthday plat. So I might be, I might do that. So that's on the 23rd of December. Probably about maybe 4 o'clock-ish, maybe a bit later. I don't know what. I don't know when yet, but look out for that. How's the driving going, says Sir Dave. Yeah, it's alright. I mean, I need to learn to slow down a bit. I think he said I go a bit too fast when I'm trying to like turn corners, and I don't brake gently enough. So we're driving on, and he's like, okay, and I come to the junction, I'm like, because I'm just like, brake. But I really like it. It's something fun to do, and I make sure I normally book my lessons for the morning. I like to get that 9 o'clock slot in, because then I wake up in the morning and I'm like, I have to get out of bed. And then so I get up and I get dressed, and then, you know, doing the driving gets me alert, because obviously you don't want to crash, and then I come to the work day. So I like that a lot. Let's see. Do you go back and play older games? I do now and again. Like, one of my goals is to definitely platinum Cuphead. So I realise I've been a bit slack on the video making. So what I want to do over Christmas, I want to go away and recharge myself, and then come back with a new series of platinum videos, and then you will get to see the long lost Legacy video, funny enough. And then I want to do Cuphead and some other things, so we will definitely be doing that. Goals for 2021. Oh, it's hard to really pick any goals, because you don't know what's going to happen in the year, but let's imagine that the world is healed. I definitely want to go, I want to leave the country and see somewhere else. Like, so number one, it would be like, go on a holiday somewhere for a good extended amount of time, and somewhere different. Maybe like, I don't know, just I would want to spend like some good money on it as well. I don't want some just cheap holiday. I'd want to like properly plan it out. So like maybe go to Japan or something. Or I guess the other option is to like move out, so I have like a proper space to do this and a proper space to work. I suppose that would be quite a big goal, and then maybe that would also help. But that's quite a big life foreverness. I know it's something I should definitely do, but it would be nice to have like a setup where it's not just this in the background. Like, you know how people have like nice stuff in the background, and like the lights somewhere, and then things are all just here, and all I have to do is just press record and we're good to go. So that would be good. And then other goals, I don't know. I'd have to think about it. That's a tough one, because you just don't really know how things are going to pan out. But I definitely want to do more things. After this year of doing nothing, I'd want to like get out and do a few more things. And also maybe not get so hung up on certain video games. Like if a game is not vibing with me, just like leave it. I don't need to complete it. I don't feel like I need to have everything that I play completed. I can move on, and that way I can play more games and get a broader sense of games and go back to the ones I haven't played. Did you go to uni? I did. I went to Greenwich University, if anyone knows where that is, and I did multimedia technologies, and I actually got a first. Ta-da! So yeah. What, oh, come on, Uncharted on your birthday. Yeah, but I play Uncharted all the time. What would I be doing? I heard Super Meat Boy. No, I'm not playing. I don't know if I have the patience anymore. But do I collect games or just play them? I used to like collect them, and because I liked having the physical copies. But actually, that was the thing. When I put Cyberpunk into my PS5, it is quite loud. It goes. So I kind of have turned digital slightly, just because I don't have anywhere to really put games. But that's the other thing. If I got like a real space, like an actual house, then I could put like shelves up, and I could put all my games out rather than like putting them in a cupboard somewhere or something. Let's see. What was your uni course like? It was interesting, actually. It was a little bit of everything. So you didn't really focus on like one particular discipline. So you'd have like a lesson where you did a bit of Photoshop, and then what do you call it, a lesson, or would you call it a module? I think they called it a module. So you do that for a bit, and then later on you'd be doing some coding, and then you do some 3D animation, and so you kind of it was a bit like having a jack of all trades but master of none. And then each year you could just pick different things, and there was one that I really liked. It was like this multimedia. It was multi-platform technology, and we had to come up with like a TV series or something that we would tell the story on multi-platforms. And so I came up with this whole idea of like, you know, you would watch an episode, and there were things in the episode that you needed to like pick up on, and the character would like tell you to like go online and find out bits of the clue, which would link you to the next episode and stuff. And so I don't know, it was fun, and I definitely enjoyed the group work where we had to do something like that and get together and bounce ideas off each other more than the singular, like, there was doing the 3D animation was really, really hard. Like I don't even know how I managed to complete that. It was so difficult. There was a bit where I just like couldn't do it because you had to rig your character up. I literally laid on the sofa for 20 minutes just crying, just like, I can't do it, I'm never gonna do it. And then all of a sudden I was like, what if I try this? Oh yeah, it worked. So I just needed to get it out of my system, really. This is quite an interesting. I've never really talked about my university course. One of the people, we had to do a presentation, and this girl, she got really angry at someone and just stormed out in the middle of the presentation, which we were being marked on. Can we see any of your uni work? It is actually on my channel, some of the things I've made. So my animations are, if you look back deep in the archives of my channel, I've got a 2D flash animation and my 2 3D animations. And you can... Oh, shall I get it up? Shall I get it up, everybody? Would you like to see? Oh, no, that's the wrong thing. Whoa. Not that, not that. Hang on. Let's... okay, if you want to watch it, everybody, seeing as we've put up the... seeing as we've talked about it, this is what you need to type in. Engano MPTV. Oh Lord, so this was like, so this is the thing that I made, which is behind the scenes thing. But look, here I am 6 years ago. Should we turn on the sound? Let's turn on the desktop audio. This is gonna be super cringe. I haven't watched this in forever. Is this working? Oh, hang on, I have to turn this on. Here you are, from the vault clip.
I'm Lucy, and I'm one of the teeny people that are making Engano here, made by Multiplatform Television in class of 2014. And I just want to make sure that you guys don't miss a second of this action. So follow us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter. Make sure you follow all our characters on Twitter as well, and subscribe to this video. Press subscribe now. All the details you need for all the social media stuff we have is in the comments below. And we've also got a way for you guys to get involved in this action, but that's all under wraps now. So keep watching.
And for a limited time only, for every one of our social media pages you like, follow or subscribe, you'll be entered into a random prize draw to win a £15 Amazon voucher. That's £15 free money, people! So get clicking and good luck.
There we go. Oh, what's happening now? Oh, we're going to something else. But there we go. So if you want to watch that, that's what you need to type in to get to it. It's It was a moment in time, and I made the little behind. I was like, I really wanted to, yes. Oh, gosh, I loved wearing fingerless gloves. I still have some. I'm glad that people enjoyed them. But yeah, that's my time at uni. I will. Am I in contact with my uni friends? Not really. So I was a bit of an outlier because I went to uni at least like 3 years later than everybody else. So I was kind of like older and uncool. So that was me. Thank you. Do you know what? The end of that video as well, I'd listened to a lot of Talk is Jericho, and I was inspired by Chris Jericho to do the voiceover bit. And I was like, there's 15 mouse free money, people! So that was that. Do I play Last of Us Factions? I used to, but not anymore. I don't really play much online competitive games. I don't feel the need to be competitive anymore. Like back in the day when I didn't have other games to play, I was on it all the time. But there's like something about, I just don't want the competitive side to come out of me, because I just don't feel like that's a great... No one really likes that. I'd rather work together to do something. Oh boy, sorry, I'm just like looking at all the... God, I'm just thinking about all that stuff to get the voucher, baby. So, right, let's wrap up the show, because I realise it's gone on somewhat. But before we do, I would like to do a showcase, showcase some artwork. So let's go over here. There we go, look. So this was made very kindly by Vault Boy Steve. He made me a Christmas card. Now I feel like this I love all the detail in this. My favourite bit is the little tiny David Tennant. I do enjoy the crossover between Doctor Who and my favourite things in video games. Like I love Crash, I love Sonic, I love Uncharted, and there it is, the Dark Souls character too. So thank you so much for spending the time to make that. I love the way you've put all the shapes together with the characters. That Nathan Drake, by the way, is amazing, the way it's gripping onto that triangle. Very, very well done. I commit. This is the type of thing that I used to like to do back in the day. So thank you. I hope you don't mind me showing this, because no one's ever made me something. So thank you very much. I really appreciate it. So I love it. Thank you very much. Right, I feel like that you can't still win the voucher, I'm afraid. It's 6 years out of date. So before we end, let's just see what's happening in my advent calendar. Let's see, what's the date today? It is the 17th. What's it gonna... Sometimes the advent calendar wants you to do things. The advent calendar is sometimes... Oh, it just says ho ho ho. Rubbish. Sometimes it's like, do you know a joke? Or blah blah blah. Rubbish. Right, let's cross off another day of lockdown. And not many... This is almost like the final... Actually, there might be another week. There might be at least another 2 more weeks of 2020. And then I'm going to flip it over. And we'll start all again for 2021. So, there we are, everybody. That concludes another, hopefully, thrilling edition of Locking It Down with Lucy, where I have revealed to you all that you can watch some of my old cringeness on the internet, and I really want Woody in my life. I did look up how to buy a Woody doll, but none of them are good enough for me. I want the actual Woody doll. I don't want no flipping, piece of plastic. I want the real thing. And yeah. So there we go. That's the end of the show. Oh, hang on, I've got some housekeeping here. So yeah, next week on Wednesday, birthday stream. If I don't know, I'll probably just play Spider-Man. That is on Wednesday. And there will be an episode next week on Christmas Eve, so, don't feel like you have to show up, but I've got no plans. Yeah, we'll Christmas Eve this up somehow. Oh, that's the other thing, actually, for next week's show, I would like to do the live caller thing. So, what I would like you to do is, if you would like to be part of the show, you can join the Discord, I'll put that somewhere, and I'd like you to call in and share with me any sort of Christmas... tales or special Christmas memories about games or whatever, and we can talk about it. And then I'd also like you to shout out to someone who's really helped you this year. Give a shout out to a group of people or whoever that you want to throw some love to because they were good to you or whatever. So yes, Christmas Eve is next Thursday. So if you'd like to be part of that, then I can throw it. I can sort out how do we get the Discord link? I don't know. I'll put it on the channel thing somewhere. So there we go. That's it. That's all I got for you this week. So stay safe, everybody. Thank you so much for taking the time to spend some time with me. I really appreciate it. And I shall catch you all on Christmas Eve or in the birthday stream. So stay well, look after each other, and I shall catch you all next time. I'll see you later. Bye.